The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down and a run by Robinson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Oh, look at this play call. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Carr to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
1st down, Howell to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Howell now to throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Howell throwing on first down here. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 5. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now after the INT, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it with Howell. On the move to his left. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Howell. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Carr now to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Shift! Watch the shift! Tight guard, tight guard, tight guard.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. White. 52's the mic right here, over there.
Now a play fake. Carr. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and 15.
Fires the mic. Check, Bobcat. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Rush in, rush in, rush in. 25, check 25.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Carr now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. High five.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and a yard.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
On first down, Howell. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Howell out left to Dotson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Powell out of the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. It's Howe with another throw. This is caught. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in, as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, deep. Right Monday, down. Switch.
Carr, a quick throw. It's complete.
Hey, keep it going, dog. Keep it going. Woo-hoo!
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
What now? 180. Hey, keep it up. No, check that. We got Mike 2 for 2.
On play action, now Carr. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43.
Throwing now is Carr. It's caught by Bryant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Carr now on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Here's Carr. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Raiders 21, Commanders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They run with Bowden. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. Carlson able to put this one through. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go play action. Howell. And the Raiders have got him. Jalen Smith coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. And the pressure gets to him again. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Tressway now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. McKenzie now to return it. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down at 7.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Kill. Check.
Faking the handoff. Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Howell. Thomas brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
First down and goal to go.
And he he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Safe.
They run it with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's